and welcome. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to check out another one of my videos. Today we're decluttering again, and we're going to be doing single eyeshadows and like loose pigments, and then also lip liners. I know those two don't really go together, but they just kind of happen to get thrown together into this little video. I don't want to make these too long, so those are two relatively short categories I could group together. So yeah, let's just dive right in. Okay, so here's pretty much all my single, both like eyeshadows and then like pressed pigments and stuff like that. So let's just dive in. Okay, so first off, let me grab all these because I have a lot of them. These are the L'Oreal Infallible eyeshadows, 24-hour infallible eyeshadows. These are really fantastic. I really enjoy using these when I want a really intense shimmer on the eyes. And then I don't think I've actually used this yet. This is Smoldering Plum. I really need to use that because that looks pretty, but it doesn't look as like intensely shimmery. I'm gonna keep them all, I think. I'm gonna keep them all, and we'll see maybe next time when I do a declutter. If I still haven't reached for them, I'll get rid of them at that point, but right now, I like them all. Okay, 3 from Butter London. This is their Glazed-In Eyeglosses. I absolutely love these. I did a review on my blog. These are the 3 I purchased to review. This is super cool and unique. It's like oil slick. This is called, what is it? Spark, and then this one is called Frosted. But I feel like these are all, I mean, I don't need to keep them all. I'm going to keep this just because it's unique and it has a very duochrome. It's just really cool. It looks like an oil slick. And then I'm going to keep Frosted, I think it is, right? Yeah, Frosted. I'm going to pass along Spark. Okay, Laura Geller sent me some eyeshadows a while ago. Here's what they look like. I am going to just keep one, I think. Yeah, I think I'm just going to keep this one. I remember, if you can tell, that I feel like I've used this one a whole lot more. Well, you know, I'm not a big eyeshadow person, and I feel like that's not as pigmented as I want when I reach for colors like these. So I'm just gonna pass both of these along. So I have these 2 glitters that I kept in my collection for the days when I was feeling like super brave, basically. This one is TooFaced. This is from their, it's super pretty. That was from their collaboration with Stardust, or their Stardust palette in collaboration with Vegas Nay. And then this one was like a freebie in an order I got from LA Splash. But I haven't even opened it. Like, that's, it's brand new. The seal's still around it. But now that I have the Stila glitters that are in the little, tubes, the liquid ones, that is just so much easier than dealing with this loose stuff that just gets freaking everywhere. So I'm gonna get rid of both of them. Osmosis, this is Osmosis watercolors. I think I mentioned these in my favorite top 5 beauty favorites for fall, and I mentioned this one in Topaz. Oh, it's so pretty. Just look how creamy that is. I'm almost out of frame, so you guys almost can't see how creamy that is. It is just the most beautiful, breathtaking, metallic. I mean, look at that. It just catches the light. So pretty. I love it. Keeping both. Okay, this is also a loose glitter, or this is a loose pigment, I should say, from Belle Pierre. I never reach for that. That's a mess I just don't want to deal with, so I never reach for it, and I'm just going to get rid of it. This is a little shadow from Dulce, I think is how you pronounce it. It's really pretty, but seriously, I've never used it on my eyes, ever. I mean, that's pretty. I think I got this in Allure box. It's pretty, but I never reached for it. Just gonna pass it along to someone else who can actually appreciate it. This one is my only Urban Decay shadow. It's Midnight Cowboy. It was last year's birthday gift for Ulta, and I've never used it, I don't think. It's super pretty. I remember swatching it and going, ooh, so pretty. But you see that? Look at that shiftiness. It's got a lot of sparkle in it though, so I think that's why I never reached for it. But it's really pretty. You know what it reminds me of? This Bobbi Brown. This Bobbi Brown I got in a Rakuten? I don't never know how to pronounce them. But I got it as a PR basically. And it doesn't give any color, but boy does it give some sparkle. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this just because. And then this one. I need to try it at least once on my eyes, and if not, then I'll get rid of it. This is from Butter London. It was, they sent me their, I think it was like the Shadow Clutch palette to review, and they sent me like 2 additional things, you know, to switch out, do different colors, and this is their Up All Night little quad, and you could switch out the colors and kind of customize your own palette. I'll pass this along to someone else who can enjoy it. IT Cosmetics, this is their Luxe High Performance Hydrating Eyeshadow Trio. Always kind of confused me how eyeshadow could be hydrating, but anyway, really pretty quad, but I can honestly tell you I don't remember the last time I used this. I think I tried it once or twice when I first got it and never touched it, and that just doesn't look very promising / pigmented, especially for that black. I guess it's more of a gray in here. Anyway, I just never reached for it. I'm gonna pass it along. All right, then these 2 from L'Oreal I recently got as PR. Yeah, these are pretty, but once again, I'm just not much of a single eyeshadow person. I don't feel like destroying the packaging to put it in my Z palette. I feel like I have these colors many times over in my actual, you know, eyeshadow palettes, so I'm just gonna pass them along to family. Last up, this is a Milani Bell eyeshadow. I forget, Bell Cushion eyeshadow. I tried to depot this, is why there's nothing on the back, and discovered that it's like a terracotta thing. I didn't realize it. Anyway, so I kind of destroyed this shadow in trying to depot it, and I haven't really depotted since then. It's a really pretty white. I actually won this. I forget when. I think around when it first came out, Milani was doing like this 30 days of giveaways, and I was entering every day, and I won one of the days, and that's what they sent me. I mean, it seems really nice quality, but I just don't reach for a white, and if I did reach for a white, I have several palettes that have a white in it that I can get it, so I'm just gonna pass this along. Okay, down to my Z palette. This is my Z palette that's filled with just random basically depotted shadows. This is a Sigma. I think this is Sigma Notre Dame. My one and only. I really like it. Really pretty. These are Youngblood. They sent me some of their duos. I only kept 2 of them. I think I got 4 to review, I want to say. I forgot. I think there's a review on my blog. And I only kept these just because they were interesting colors. I don't know why I kept the white. Once again, like I never wear white. But this is so pretty. Really creamy. Just really pretty shimmer. Anyway, keeping this little guy. Oh, this is from Mary Kay. I was ordering, I forget, it won't stay still. I forget what I was ordering. I figured I'd try one of their shadows. So disappointing. I think I'm just gonna get rid of that. I've never used it on my eyes, but I swatched it and was just like, oh. These 2 are from Marc. These 2 are extremely old. This is back in the day when I used to sell Avon, and I sold Avon when I was in high school and cosmetology school. I mean, they're nice, decent quality, but super old, and I never reached. And then these 2 are the Butter London ones, that little trio. I depotted these 2 because I thought they were really pretty. This is like the, oh my goodness, the Wet n Wild duochrome. I think MAC has one. I think Makeup Geek. It's that same kind of blue-brown shiftiness beauty. There you go. So you can actually see it. But yeah, that's basically, this is Butter London's version of it. Super pretty. Very, very beautiful. And then this one, I don't know why I kept. Seems pretty standard. It's more of a cream. Anyway, I depotted both of these, and I kind of ruined that one. So I stopped depotting after that, but I'm gonna get rid of this just because I never reach for it, but I will keep this because I like having a single of this this type of shade, because the only other shade that I have is in the palette, so it's kind of nice just to have this by itself, so I'll keep that. These are singles from Wet n Wild that I depotted. This is my favorite. This is the Wet n Wild Cream Brulee, the best matte brow bone highlight you could ever want. Actually, the first time I depotted this, I had hit major pan on this, and then when I tried to depot it, it just cracked the rest of it, so I had to rebuy it, and even still, I cracked the corner there. I'm not very good at depotting, which is why I don't really do it often. So definitely not getting rid of Cream Brulee. I really like it. This is just a regular black from Wet n Wild. I don't know why I felt like I needed a single black, because I have like black in zillions of other palettes. I guess so I had a black in here was my thinking. And these are like 99 cents, these singles from Wet n Wild. Yeah, that's really pretty. Let me see what this one, the Sigma, they almost look the same. You know what they do? Except Sigma's a tad bit more Sigma's purple, whereas the Wet n Wild is more of a taupe. But on the eyes, like, really, do I really need both of those in here? Especially in the same shadow, or in the same Z palette? I feel like I can get rid of this one. And if I ever wanted to repurchase, it's 99 cents. So that's always comforting for me to tell myself that. So I let go of things easier. This is the Walking on Eggshells Trio. I went hard with this shadow. Never hit pan on it, but I use this a lot, and I just depotted both of these. This is the Knock on Wood Trio. Honestly, never used the Knock on Wood Trio. I feel like I should just get rid of it. And if I ever purchase it again, I feel like I should just leave it in the trio because I'd be more apt to use it. I'll keep the Walking on Eggshells Trio. I feel like in future I should just leave them in the trios. I'd probably use it more for future note for myself. This was a Wet n Wild limited edition 6-pan little palette that they came out with. Did I write it down? The vinyl collection. This was one of them from the vinyl collection. I broke this, whatever color it was, I don't even remember, totally shattered. I liked that this was matte, so I kept that. This, I'm pretty sure, I don't know why I kept this because it's brown with sparkle in it. I hate when, like, it's mostly like all matte and then they throw like sparkle in it. I don't want sparkle. So I think I'm just gonna get rid of that. I felt like I should keep it all together. This actually looks like this taupey one too. You see that? Let me see. You guys see that? Yeah, it's got a tad bit more pink. So this is taupe, a little more pink, a little more purple. We just got all sorts of variety here. I'm just gonna get rid of it. I never use it. Green, I always keep a green. I can never get rid of green because I feel like there are not enough green eyeshadows in the world. Maybe one day when my collection of green eyeshadows is enormous, I can get rid of it. But I gotta keep it because it's green. And then that gold's really pretty. Okay, so that's what my Z palette looks like now. So y'all, I'm getting rid of all this. I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 22 shadows. And I'm keeping the ones in here and then the ones in here. And that is it. So yeah. Okay, so this is a different day, but I just found this little palette with singles in it. So I wanted to declutter it in the same video. So let's just run through it very quickly. I have my other Z palette where I was keeping all these and decluttering these. So let's see. So these are all Ofra that I got in a BoxyCharm. I think I tried them once or twice and that was it. So I really haven't given them a fair shot, but I am going to declutter this black and I have no idea what the color is. I don't know why I didn't write on these. Anyway, but I'll keep the rest until I've tried them and then, you know, if they're no good, I'll declutter them from there. And then these are all NYX Cosmetics, and as you can tell, I really love this one. This was NYX Triced. I used this as a crease shade for years, and then I bought this and really loved it. Made a pretty good dent in there. I bought this because I didn't have enough matte greens. This is Covet, and then this is a purple because also I didn't have enough purples in my collection. I'm gonna keep all of them. I really do like them. So yeah, I think I'm only gonna get rid of one from this palette. All right, so there we go. These are all the eyeshadows or the single depotted, whatever, eyeshadows I'm keeping. And then these are the ones I'm going to declutter. And I'll probably also declutter this Ofra Pro. I'm not really sure. All right, let's just go through lip liners real quick because I really don't have that many of them. So I feel like I can really bust through this quickly. These two are not lip crayons or liners. They're actually lip primers. This one from Ulta I bought thinking it would be a cheaper alternative, but the thing is kind of broke and it doesn't go in. So I'm just gonna get rid of it. I think it was like $5. So if I want to repurchase it, I'll repurchase it. But I do remember that it broke after only a couple uses. So I don't know if I recommend that. And so after that, I did go to MAC and actually get their Prep and Prime lip primer because I think Danny from Coffee Break with Danny recommended it underneath liquid lipsticks. So I'm gonna keep this because I still need to kind of comparison. I want to do like half my lips with this and then half with nothing and just see if it does actually make a difference and make it worth like I think it's 20 bucks or something. All right, so these are all lip crayons. As you can tell, I really like the Lorac lip crayons. I got this, I think, as PR. This is in their, oh my goodness, the writing is almost all gone. I want to say this is in mauve. So gorgeous, so beautiful, made me fall in love with it. So I bought the three set, whatever holiday Christmas this was, that they did this blue packaging. So let me see, this is pink. It's probably more of a neutral mauve. Can I actually swatch in frame for y'all? I really do like this formula, but I'm not much of a lip crayon person. At least I don't reach for it often. So I feel like it's not necessary to keep all these. You know, I'm gonna keep mulberry, and I'm gonna keep this one and this one, and I'm gonna get rid of these two. All right, my Colourpop. This was my experience with Colourpop, and I cannot tell you the last time I actually used these. I think my first purchase was Frida, because Coffee Break with Danny did a collab with them. It's a super pretty pink color. I really do like it. Let's swatch some of these. This is their cami color. Oh man, see, that's not cool when it pops out. That means it's drying up and going bad. At least that's what I think it means. That's really pretty. This is their Matte X formula, which I got because you guys know I like liquid matte lipsticks, so I got it to see if I would like, you know, lip pencil but matte, and see if it stayed well and long. This is also in that Matte X formula, and I don't think I ever really wore these to actually test them out. Isn't that bad? That's so bad. I'm gonna keep the red. So I'm gonna keep the Love Life, this red. I'm gonna keep Poppin' because it's a super unique color. Very vibrant when I'm feeling super bold. And then I'm gonna keep Frida, and then this Matte X one, which is Cami. And I think I'm gonna get rid of Hype Girl though, because I think that was this one. And it's so close to Frida, but I kind of prefer Frida, and I feel like that's a little too light of a pink for me. So I'm gonna keep these four. I really do want to try that and test that Matte X formula out and see if I like it. And then these two are from Glow Minerals, and it is their crayons. I remember really loving these. For this one, for the Glow Minerals, these two shades right here and here, I'm going to keep the Demure, the more nude color. I'm gonna get rid of this very vibrant Sorbet. These two, the Colourpop, Poppin' and Sorbet, are super similar, but I feel like I like the deeper tones. All right, liners. This is a Moisture Renew Universal Transparent Lip Liner I like to have. Keeping it. This is Lorax lip liner in CEO. CEO, you guys know, is my all-time favorite lipstick from Lorax, so I like having the liner. These two are from Bite. I got as PR. This is in 044, and then this is in 020. I think I'm gonna keep 020 and get rid of this brownie one. And then I have two more from Rimmel, the Exaggerate Full Color Lip Liner. I forget who recommended these, but I actually don't like them because, how do I explain this? So if you try to like push it up so that you get a really nice fine point, it basically breaks. So, but if you wind it down so it won't break, you almost don't have enough product showing to easily apply to your lip without stopping all the time to wind it up, if that made sense. Anyway, I don't like the form. I'd rather a sharpening pencil, so I'm just gonna get rid of them. And then last up is this NYX Nude Beige. Don't ask me why I got Nude Beige. It's super cool tone. I'm just gonna get rid of it because I feel like the Bite Beauty is one I'd wear more. Not really gonna wear something that dark, and it's kind of dry. So getting rid of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and keeping 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11. Oh, did not do as well as I wanted, especially since I really wear a lip liner, but honestly, like I only have 3 lip liners. I got rid of, oh, I only got rid of 3. Well, I made it a little bit smaller. All right, so I did not do as well as I wanted to on the lip liners, but I feel a lot better about the eyeshadows. And as I've said many times during this declutter, I'm not looking to like just totally minimize or get rid of my collection. I just want to get rid of the stuff that I'm not using, in the hopes that if it's cut down to the stuff that I actually enjoy using, I'll reach for it more instead of, you know, just going to favorites, because I don't want to sift through what I like and don't like on a daily basis. So hopefully that made sense. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know down in the comments below what declutter you're looking forward to seeing most next. I have lipsticks all over my hand, so I better wash that off before I get that all over me. But anyway, yeah, with all that said, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you very soon in my next video. Bye.